Testing 1, 2. Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2.
Yes. Hello, and welcome to the Link Show. Absolutely wonderful to have you here with us for another exciting episode on the Link Show. My name is Dougal, and as always, Rhoda is here.
Welcome, everybody. And we're finding ourselves in the studio today, everybody, not on site. So, you know what? Welcome back into the studio.
Yeah, that certainly has been exciting going from campus to campus.
Oh, wow. Hey, what an experience, Dougal. I simply loved it. And it was just nice being on the road. Let's just say that.
But as you know, of course, with the Link Show, we bring you everything North Link, okay?
Yeah.
Which is really fantastic because as the year 2023 is drawing to a rapid close, of course, there are so many things to highlight and be so proud about that was achieved within this year of 2023. And that has certainly been the case with North Link. But before we get into the nooks and crannies and all the details for today's show, what is really fantastic as well, as we embark in this new year, everybody is sort of looking at, like, you know, where can I go complete my higher training, learning, education? And let's be honest, if there's one thing that has stood out for this year, and since we've had the Link Show, there is no better place than North Link College.
None other than North Link College, Dougal. I mean, the experiences we've experienced just being on site and just all the courses and what you can do. You know what? The sky is it's not even a limit as far as I'm concerned. And everything is on a silver platter. So if ever you want to go and study, North Link definitely is a place to go.
No, and most certainly is. And exactly to what you say, just visiting the different campuses, being there, really being part of it, and chatting to students as well has been extraordinary. So when it comes to making that decision, I can confidently say that North Link College will most certainly be your choice. So as a parent, as a guardian, or as a potential student, definitely have a look. And all the details around North Link, of course, you can find out on the website. And simply just go to the website. It is as easy as that. But focusing on today's show, so what we've done today is we've sort of looked at things that really stood out this year, Rhoda.
Definitely. And I think, you know what, we needed to take some time out. And this being our last show, obviously, of the year, we need to just highlight and bring some things in of what would happen through the year. So very excited about it as well. So, you know, this is the reason why we're having the show today. Just basically reminiscing.
Yeah, and it is going to be fantastic. And we were quite fortunate and very lucky, of course. We want to start the show off here today as we recap and some of the highlights and just explain to you everything in more detail. But we actually had a moment to catch up with the CEO, the man in charge, Mr. PK. And really, when we talk innovation, we were very fortunate to actually grab him and have some time with him. So we got a message for you from Northlink College, the CEO, Mr. PK. Now, apart from just being the leader of this really distinguished and illustrious institution, he's a very, very busy man because he serves on various other platforms as well within the TVET sector, which is brilliant. He forms part of the board of Higher Health, NSFAS, as well as the Secretary General of SAPCO, which is a very, very important body within the higher education sector. And SAPCO is the South African Public Colleges Association. So Rhoda and I, a couple of days ago, had the great privilege of catching up with Mr. PK, and this is what he had to say. Mr. PK, thank you so much for joining us here on the Link Show today. First things first, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. I'm actually excited that the year is coming to an end, and I'm looking forward to spending time with family and away from work.
But thank you once again for joining us on the Link Show. It's a real treat and a real privilege to have you with us. The first thing I would like to ask you, I mean, this year, we look back at the year 2023, it's been an exceptionally busy year for Northlink College. There's been projects, events, expansions, so much to talk about. When you cast your eye back on the year 2023, there must have been some standout moments.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think what we did, if I can just move back a year, when we started to become a famous institution, it's when we hosted the Ministers' Partnerships and Linkages Summit, which was a very successful event because it was a national event. And we had put into it a lot of effort. And I think what then transpired out of that is what made our year an extremely busy year. Perhaps one would want to speak about just a few of those highlights so that we know that Northlink College remains a national attraction to the Department of Higher Education and Training. So we had our graduation ceremony, I think the first after the COVID-19, and it was a very successful one. For me personally, as an individual, it is the acknowledgement that we are giving to both the students and the parents, and also celebrating with them the successes that they have achieved over the time that they spent at Northlink College, but also the support that the parents had given to their kids to be part and parcel of Northlink College. And just that moment of having them walk over the stage is an exciting and emotional one as well, you know, to be able to see that our students are in fact achieving that which they wanted to achieve. The second one, which was also for me a biggest highlight, is when we hosted the Deputy Minister's function, the Decade of the Artisan, an opportunity that was given to high school students to come through the college, experience what the college life is, one, and then secondly, also getting to understand the curricula that we are offering as an institution. Now, apart from just being the host for the Deputy Minister, is also the publicity that our college is getting to an extent that you might not necessarily have to run around in 2024 and looking for students, because now they know what Northlink College has to offer. We also hosted the Deputy Minister once again in our national SRC debate, which the Deputy Minister said no other college but Northlink College must host it. And I think it's as a result of our accolades within the Department of Higher Education and Training, and we hosted it successfully as well. But the highlight, the biggest one, and here I must be very careful because Nikkei Productions played an important role. It's when we hosted the Portfolio Committee on Higher Education and Training, Science and Innovation. I personally was not in the country, I was in Germany, and we had to do this live. I'm telling you, the accolades, the praises that we received from the portfolio committee chairperson was magnificent. We just got everything that we wanted to hear, from the food, from the production itself. I must just also say I was extremely stressed. You know, sitting in a foreign country and having things to run was not an easy one. But I really want to thank you for having been there and seeing to it that that particular event became a success. So that for us was really keeping us busy. We've been running around, and I can just say we are tired.
Many
That's a good one. That's a lot of highlights.
Yeah.
And just listening to you, I mean, I'm getting excited with all these highlights that you're mentioning, obviously. And for me, the question is, what is next for Northern College? And also for future students out there, what is there for them for the future?
So Northland College is not about staff. I normally say to the staff, in the absence of students, there will be no staff. There will be no Northland College. So every future endeavor that we are having, or anything that we are planning for the future, is around students. We took an executive decision during the course of this year to expand our centers of specialization. And I think that's, for me, key. The reason for the expansion of the centers of specialization was as a result of the success that we had achieved in the implementation of the 3 centers of specialization from 2019 to 2022, and with the output that we had given. In fact, the students that participated in the centers of specialization are 100% in employment.
Oh, wow.
And because we saw the success of that particular program, we expanded our centers of specialization with 8 additional centers, and we're now sitting at 11. But then also, we also embraced, when the department requested us to also become a center of specialization for hairdressing. And we are now wanting to expand it into cosmetology as well. So yes, the students will not be focusing on the 3 areas that we had done during the pilot phases. We are going to move into a full swing center of specialization. The challenge that we might be facing, and I think the guys on the ground are running with it, is that each student that comes into a center of specialization must then be linked to a company. And that has made it a success, because the student then gets a theory, gets practical in our workshops, and gets immediately workplace exposure. And those 3 together then gave us a successful student. So I think our students must be excited, must look forward to it, because the N1 to N3, which was a pure chalk and talk program, no practical exposure, is phasing away. And we are excited as Northland College, because the flag that we used to receive from especially business was to say producing useless students. But now the contrary is true. Yeah. We are producing students for the workplace. And that is what we are looking forward to in 2023. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, we certainly wish you very, very well wishes as far as that is concerned. But this is also the final time that we are on air this year. So it is our final episode. And the year sort of melting down and winding down, and everything is coming down to a close before we get into that very, very important festive time. And for that reason, I would like to ask you, do you have any final thoughts? Do you have any things you would like to share?
I want to go and leave. But the only worry I have of wanting to go and leave is that I'm going to be spending money, because there are people who are waiting for me. But on a serious note, I think the gratitude that I would want to express to both students and staff might not be enough. There are many times when especially our staff do not know that I am observing. As a principal, I might not be talking a lot, but I'm very, very, very observant. And sometimes I would throw something to a person and they say, oh, you know about it. And I say, yes, because I've been observing. And I can, without any fear of contradiction, say that the staff that I work with at Northland College is tired. Exhausted not because they were not working, but because they put every effort that they have into seeing to it that Northland College succeeds. I normally would just look at the camaraderie, the teamwork that they put into it, and you appreciate it from a distance, and you are excited. In fact, just yesterday, because we also had a very successful co-op, the 14th one. Yesterday, the staff that was involved were taken out for a lunch, just to say thank you to staff, because we know what they put into it. I had requested the same for the graduation ceremony. I'm not sure whether it happened, but some of these things happen without me knowing. But for as long as we acknowledge the inputs and the appreciation of what our staff is doing. And therefore, we want to congratulate them on yet another successful year. It is almost becoming a norm in our institution, and it's therefore by no mistake that when I find myself in any public platform, I would then make a statement to say, Northland College is not the #1 college in the country. It's a trendsetter. There is a #1 college somewhere in the country. I don't know which college it is, but Northland College is setting a trend. And that particular trend that they are setting is by no means an effort that is put in by the principal of the institution. It is an accolade that 100% goes to our staff members. And I really want to wish them well in the various departments as they are going to go on their vacation. I know it is not just a vacation, but a well-deserved one for them. They must really go and enjoy, do what they need to do. I also know that the academic staff have put in so much. The appreciation that we receive from our students is an indication of the commitment that both our academic and support staff have put into it. But then to our students, of course, some of them will be coming back, some not. And those who won't be coming back, it's not as a result of failures because they are pursuing other avenues. We want to wish them well in what they will be looking for, and know that they will certainly find workplace employment or placement. And we want to request of them to come back to the college, especially the N6 graduates, to be able to be placed in relevant workplaces so that they can qualify for their diplomas. Those who will be coming back in 2024, we say to you, please be safe. You know, last year, this time, we had received the bad news of Enyobeni event in East London, where students finished their exams and they had what they call a pens down gathering, and 21 of them died in a tavern.
Oh, no.
We want to say to our students, do not engage in such activities. We really want to see you coming back to Northlink healthy, fresh, and ready to take on the new year that is coming. So for everyone, we want to wish you a joyous festive season, a festive season that is going to be accompanied by blessings, and do that which is right and which your parents, your husbands, your wives, your partners would embrace when you are doing it. Thank you very much.
Oh, beautifully well said, Mr. PK. So, Mr. PK, I want to really thank you for taking this time out in your very busy schedule, because we know you're a very busy man. And we really, truly want to wish you everything of the best with the future for Northland College. And you must take your time out, enjoy it, recharge your battery so you can come back for 2024 with a bang.
Thank you very much.
So much.
We certainly will do that. Thank you.
Yes, and that was Mr. PK, of course. It was really great catching up with him. We want to thank them once again for the time he spent with us and for the wonderful message, of course, that he has extended there as well. And it was really great talking to him.
Oh,
Rhoda.
it was great. I'm telling you, it was sitting in the presence of a real gentleman with power, you know, and always sitting there just listening to him. He really inspired me, too. Really inspired me. Well done.
And it was fantastic, though, as well, because he highlighted several things that we will be touching for you on this particular episode. But it all boils down to one thing, when you have to make that decision and where you would like to further your studies. So in a nutshell, when you look at Northlink, we're looking at an intake here of more than 20,000 students per year. And Mr. PK also referred to the staff members and continuously thanked them and praised them for the amazing hard work. So there's more than 800 staff members when it comes to Northlink colleges. And we're looking at 7 campuses, including the central office that there is, and just brilliant. And of course, these centers of specialization that Mr. PK touched on as well. But we'll get to all of that. But Northlink is a place where there's achievement, though.
Definitely. And I mean, one of the things I needed to highlight as well, and I want to congratulate Northlink exactly. You know, they always say the proof is in the pudding. Well, the achievements they have basically had at the THH identified top of the 10 colleges for the period of November of 2022. So this was the results of 2022. It came out now in 2023. And Northlink, congratulations for the NCV. Northlink came first. So that is in national, everybody. Woo woo.
Well done.
Then second place, they were in business studies. Northlink College came second there. That's also national. Take note, national. And then for the 4th place, and I mean, if you're looking at all the colleges out there, in engineering studies at Northlink, they came 4th, and this is regional. So congratulations. I mean, that's exactly the results you're looking for. So if ever you're looking for the institution to go to, the TVET College, definitely Northlink, because you know what, the proof is in the pudding at the end of the day.
Yeah. And that is really fantastic. So really well done. Really well done. That is some significant achievement as well. Now, one of the things you would have noticed that Mr. PK touched on was the fact that there was the graduation now, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So, and the graduation was held not so long ago. In fact, that happened early October, and it was the first full face-to-face graduation, if you can say it that way, because it's been virtual graduations, and that, of course, as we all know, due to what was caused with the COVID pandemic. Now, a total of 1,615 students were eligible for graduation, and the college opted to have a spectacular graduation, which was held at a fantastic venue outside here, Century City area, out in the Cape, and it was just brilliant seeing all the students sparkling and having, of course, the parents with them after a 2-year break. So this was really fantastic. Also, that particular event was attended by Mr. Brian Madelani, who is the Regional Director for the Department of Higher Education and Training in the Western Cape. So Mr. Brian Madelani also attended that. But once again, congratulations to all the students who graduated.
And you know, that's the highlight, Dougal. And I think that is the highlight for all students. Once you basically graduated, you want to walk on that stage and get your accolades. That is what it all comes down to, the graduation, Dougal. It makes me very excited. That moment that you walk across.
Crowning
and I mean,
glory.
I'm telling you, the ladies model and they dance and they do their thing. Even the gents, they go up there and they do their thing. So you know what? This is what everybody's looking forward to, is their graduation. And then one of the places we went to, Dougal, was remember the performing arts? Basically, the two of us went and had to look at the bit of the show that was coming up. So that is the annual performance also that happened at the Baxter. And this is basically a spectacular show. So every year, Northlink does the whole show. So you know what? This year it was the cabaret. It was the cabaret. And this was a set in Germany, in Berlin in 1930s. So the outfits, everything was so spectacular, the background, everything. And Dougal, I was happy to be there because actually I know you were busy that night because you were also basically invited, but you were busy working. So on the 15th and 18th was a show. And I'm telling you, what a spectacular show. I sat there with tears in my eyes. And you know what? These are the students of Northlink College. So, you know, great accolades to all those actors and future actors and actors that's basically going to be going into the performing arts as well. And what an experience. You know what, guys? If you're into arts, you're into drama, where else? Northlink College.
Listen, because I remember actually asking you about it, and you said it was quite an emotional performance. You
was.
said it was very, very emotional. And I remember us going to the campus. We were
Yes.
at the particular campus, and we spoke to one or two of the students, and we broadcasted from there. We had a little bit on the link show as well. And even then, on that day, it looked at this was a day or two ahead of the performance.
Of the performance,
that,
yeah.
that was coming. But I remember
Yeah.
you said it was quite emotional.
And seeing the end product, I mean, we saw bits and
Yes.
what's happening backstage at the college, and actually being there and at the backstage and seeing the performance and the lights. And I'm telling you, it was on another level. And what was amazing was more the artwork of having to have the screen and broadcasting onto the screen different images. And it really, really is something you guys need to go and have a look at. Look forward to next year. Go and watch the show. Keep a lookout on Northlinks College website, and you'll be able to see when there's a show for next year and make a great effort to be there. And students that wanting to go study at Northlinks, if you want to be part of a show, try your best, because you heard it's quite difficult to get in because there's only a certain amount of students that get accepted. So do yourself a favor and go and register and get yourself in there.
Yeah, but a big well done to the staff there as well,
Oh,
and
yeah.
especially the students as well, because the hours of hard work, like you said, it definitely showed.
It showed.
And
it
that was a
showed.
great production by all accounts, which is fantastic. Now, something interesting as well, moving on from that you would have heard Mr. PK just highlighted a short while ago, is what is termed as the Decade of the Artisan. Yes, now Northlink College hosted the Decade of the Artisan event at their Belleville campus, which happened towards the end of September this year. Now, this particular initiative was actually instituted by the Department of Higher Education to showcase and promote various trades for artisans, to inform, obviously, educate, promote the trades as viable career paths to school learners. Now, it is in its 9th year already, Rhoda. And the Deputy
Wow.
Minister of Higher Education and Training, Mr. Buti Manamela, also delivered the keynote address to prospective students within the catchment area. And 900 learners from the local catchment area
Wow,
actually
that's a
attended
lot.
the event, which was absolutely brilliant.
Wow, wow, wow. That is big. That's quite big. So that's quite exciting as well. Then one of the other highlights, Dougal, which was also mentioned, which was the hairdressing department. And I mean, remember we also went out there and the two
Yes.
of us, and I was giving you a head massage and looking at all
Yes.
the equipment that was in. I felt like I was actually at the hairdresser as well. So one of the things that was mentioned as well, which was the Quality Council for Trade and Occupations. So it's a QCTO accreditation, where Northern College Hairdressing Department obtained accreditation in 2023, which means there is a large intake for 2024, and the course is now eligible for funding. There we go, guys. It's being funded.
And that was
You
a
know,
big thing.
That was a big thing, and that was something we had spoken about. They were still in the process, and actually now it is funded. So the hairdressing department also hosted an open day on the campus, and remember we were there on the 30th, and till the 1st of September, we showcased a facility to the public. So everybody came, and remember we took a walk, and we're getting a bit higher on the nail polish and things like that. And so come and experience it. And you know what? It is now up for funding. Do yourself a favor. It has been accredited. There is funding. Go do yourself a favor and go and register.
Yeah, I definitely look at it, because the one thing that stood out for me when we were there that day was safety and hygiene.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh,
all the
yeah.
people with hair, because where I hang out, there's not that much. Yeah, but that is definitely the one thing that stood out for me. But once again, in terms of viable career paths, because we all know when we really look at our situations around us, and in terms of being employable, and this was the big thing.
Exactly.
That is the big message that always comes out of Northlink, you know, employable. And already having the interaction between the work environment stakeholders with the students, taking each other by the hand. And we heard Mr. PK just allude to it a short while ago.
As well. And you know what also highlights them, and this is what Northling is very good at, is also entrepreneurs, Dougal. So by the time most of them are done, either cosmetology or hairdressing or anything within their fields, they can start their own businesses, because besides the fact that they're being trained in this, they're also being trained to be basically managers of their own business. So which then automatically basically make entrepreneurs. And this is what we need in our country. So as the principal had said, Mr. Peak said, that they are trendsetters, and this is exactly what Northlink is. They are trendsetters at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it was a great way.
Oh, yeah.
But Rhoda, it is not just hard learning. Also, there is also some fun and games involved from time to time. And you will recall, of course, because we broadcasted from this event as well, which was brilliant. The COSAXA, which is the College Sports, Arts and Culture South African National Ball Games, was held here within the Western Cape, and it was held in the Cape a couple of months ago. And Team Western Cape, of course, had a total of 130 students that took place or participated at least in the ball games, representing COSAXA Western Cape in rugby, soccer, netball, there was chess, and we're talking both males as well as females.
Yes.
Now, Northlink College had 46 students selected to be part of the Western Cape team, and we were there. We broadcasted live from the event as well, and from more than 50 TVET colleges from across the country. It was quite a sight.
It was
Quite a sight. We also spoke to Shanton van Heerten from COSAXA Western Cape, who really filled us in on some of the details. And it was just great to see students from different walks of life, from all over the country, representing their different provinces, duking it out in the sports that they love. And it was really a fantastic event. But also, you have this kind of opportunity at Northlink, Rhoda.
Exactly. And I mean, that's exactly what you were talking about, that balance, Dougal. You know what? Having to basically study, put in all that hard work, then you need some time out, because there's always need to be the balance of going out, doing your sports, and then also having to basically push up your grades or study as well.
Yeah.
It's just a brilliant balance. And I mean, remember how we actually spoke to some of these students? Remember we had some students that was actually there, and they were so passionate about the fact that they were representing their institution, besides the fact,
the province and all of that.
The province and all of that. And what made me excited was the fact that they were still studying and they could actually just balance it too. And they said it was difficult at times, but just beautiful to be able to do both. You know, so no, heads off. And there again, trendsetter, Northlink College.
Yeah, that certainly is the case. It certainly is the case.
And then one of the other things I must say, Dougal, about Northlink College, and you know what, our principal had mentioned obviously about the well-being of the staff and talking always about the staff, and he speaks very highly of the staff because their mental state, Dougal, is also of the utmost importance. And this is the reason why there was basically a women and men's conference that happened. And I do believe you were one of the MCs at one of these conferences. And as part of Northlink's College Health and Wellness Drive to assist their staff, they host this College for Women and Men's conferences. This initiative by the college was received by staff. They all were happy with it. And various topics was brought out, obviously, at this event. And you can probably basically tell me all about it and how you felt about how being there. So some of the topics included the financial health, the GBV, and personal health. And this, I mean, this for me is a brilliant initiative.
No, it is.
You know what? You want your staff top class because the fact that they're actually teaching, educating, they're working with these students. They also need their mental health in a good state. And you know what? This is a brilliant initiative, and I take hats off because I'm looking forward to next year's one.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to be there this time around and actually just experience it myself as well.
No, listen, I can tell you from because I was at the men's conference and in terms of holistic wellness, this is the one thing that came out, and everybody who was there, they left it considerably richer than what they were earlier in the day. But once again, it comes down to the thing Mr. PK alluded to about setting a trend. You know, you're setting the trend. So everybody who attended it, it was well received, and it was really a fantastic, insightful and inspirational event. So yeah, definitely something to look forward to in the near future.
Definitely looking forward to that one.
But Rhoda, this is the thing, because I know people are looking at holistically, and you can say, okay, so the students are well looked after because there's the cultural sports activities. Clearly, there's this considerable effort made in terms of the staff as well. But also when it comes to corporate social investment from the college's side, the college also plays an important part. So as part of Northlink's social initiative, the college collected various non-perishable food items along with some winter clothing items from its 7 campuses as well as central offices. And the staff has been known to always open their hearts, and the amount of items that was collected actually enabled Northlink College to support 3 NGOs within the northern suburbs region. Now, this was such a success that Northlink is actually looking to have these initiatives on a continual basis because obviously the needs in our communities are ever increasing and they're actually looking to continually have these sort of initiatives. So once again, very, very socially responsible Northlink College.
Yeah, exactly. And then, Dougal, we're talking like that. At the end of the day, besides the fact that obviously all of that, there has to be partnerships as well. So there's constant partnerships that's looking at Northlink College, also telling them, okay, you know, what can we do next? And one of the partnerships and linkages was the national and international. So they do this nationally and internationally. Northlink College, along with its partners, and JICA, which is Japanese International Corporate Agency, they hosted a successful job fair at Wingfield, Dougal, and campus. The aim of the job fair was to provide exit engineering students, so the students that's leaving obviously, the opportunity to engage with partners, business, and get a better understanding of the world of work. I mean, how much more? The event was hailed as a great opportunity and subsequently received great support with a total of 30 companies. I mean, how's that? Excellent on the day. The college has also mentioned that it will embark on making the job fair bigger and better for 2024 and making it an annual event for all students. So Northlink College was also visible by multiple local stakeholders looking to simplify existing partnerships or to bring new and existing partnerships to the college. These include visits from initiatives from various countries, including China, Japan, Netherlands, Germany, just to name a few. I mean, look at that names. These valuable partners bring valuable opportunities for staff and students to engage, learn, and share important information, improve output, and direct needs for the future. I mean, how much, I'm flabbergasted. I mean, just, you've got all these partnerships that basically assisting you, having get these students job ready, ready for work. I mean, what more can you ask for?
And you know what, and we keep reverting back to what Mr. PK said a short moment ago, but it is also delivering a caliber of students that is work ready. And now you also got this interaction and collaboration with international organizations, as you've just mentioned, which definitely speaks to greater opportunity.
Definitely.
This is what it's all about. By attending a Northlink College, you're giving yourself an opportunity. And this is the wonderful thing, Rhoda. I can't highlight this more enough why a person wouldn't choose Northlink College. It is just really what it is about. And definitely one of the highlights, and once again, as Mr. Pika highlighted, is what is called a cost center or center of specialization.
That's right.
Now, the college has embarked on an ambitious plan to move from 3 centers of specialization, which was boilermaker, fitter and turner electrician, to an unprecedented 11 COS centers in the near future. Now, the COS model is based on different training model from the past rated N1 to N3 model, and instead focuses on a relationship with a hosting employer, ensuring that students get industry exposure from the onset, which is super important. Now, this is important for everybody, and as we push to ensure that artisan development remains a top priority for the college, as well as for the Department of Higher Education and Training. Now, some of the additional centers will include millwright, welder, plumber, just to name 1 or 2, but we also had several engagements throughout 2023 with new partners, both nationally and on the international front, as you just mentioned. And these partnerships are all going to be actioned within the new year. And once again, amazing opportunities await. Amazing opportunities await. And that is really what it is about. That is really what it is about. Having that opportunity. And now, of course, with the centers of specialization, this is just going to be really, really fantastic. And we visited some of the campuses as well.
Definitely. And I'm telling you, I didn't tell you about this, Dougal, but I actually took somebody as well, one of the students that's basically in grade 9. I actually took them to 2 different institutions as well. And one of them also sent the COS, one of the centers as well. And just the experiences there, because you know what, they take you by the hand. They basically then take you to a specialist that will be able to show you exactly. They take you to a room and then you sit by a computer and they figure out what is your strong points, what's your weak points. And they could sit there and figure out exactly what, because when I took the student there, she wasn't 100% sure what she wanted. And just me experiencing that with her made such a massive difference, because then I could tell her, you are more into building trade. you're more into being a practical person, building things, doing things. And this families, parents out there, I know a lot of students out there don't know which way to go. This is a brilliant initiative to go through to Northlink College. There will be somebody that will assist you, take you by your hand, do a test with you, see exactly what your strong points is, and then tell you where these courses are and where you can actually go and what you're required to go and study. So you know what? Go onto the website, Northlink, have a look and see exactly where you can go, which is the closest to you in Northlink, and go visit the college.
Yeah, yeah. And look, with all the various courses that is being offered at Northlink,
Exactly.
we're looking at 7 campuses as well within the area. It is really fantastic. But you know what? The show started off highlighting the acknowledgements and the accolades that Northlink College has received in terms of the achievements. And that by itself is already being rated where Northlink's rated is within the sector. That in itself is already the indication of where you choose to make your mark and obviously get your training in education. So without a doubt, it has to be. And also when you say it like that, where things are being made easier for you, so you can go and have a look,
Exactly.
sort of experience it. Because let's be honest, for any prospective student, this is daunting.
It is.
You know, this is daunting.
It is.
So, but then again, the opportunities that come,
It's there, Dougal.
truly exciting,
It's
isn't
there,
it?
It is. And I want to encourage parents out there as well, Dougal, because you know what, sometimes it's overwhelming for the parents as well, especially if you got a kid that tells you, asking what do you want to do, and they tell you, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What do you as a parent do? And this is the reason why I took the initiative to take the student to Northlink College and say, okay, you know what, help her find herself. Because can you imagine being a teenager also and just trying to figure yourself out, and you don't know what your strong point, what your weak points, and this is where Northlink take you by the hand, put you in front of the PC, fill out a few questionnaires, and they really kind of see you for who you are. And parents, at the end of the day, they're there to assist you. Northlink is there to assist you to make these decisions and help you help your child. So
Exactly.
you know what, even students, if you find that your parents might not be assisting, why don't you go and find out yourself as well? Nothing stopped you. Silver platter Dougal is all there.
Yeah, and also the good news is for you is on this link, of course, on the website, you can go view some of the previous episodes as we've visited different campuses and, of course, had in-depth interviews with everybody involved in those campuses, from students all the way to the educators, the facilitators, and really give you insight, and especially for those different courses as well, which is what it is all about. But as you can see, these are just some of the fantastic and amazing highlights that the year 2023 has produced, and it has certainly been an exemplary year for Northlink College. And it has been really brilliant bringing you some of these insights as well. So yeah, really exciting times.
Yes.
But Rhoda, we've looked at all these reasons why everybody would obviously choose Northlink as their choice for higher training and education. I mean, in a nutshell, it's really brilliant.
It is. It's brilliant. Like I said, I can't basically emphasize it more. I can't highlight it more. It is really an opportunity, Dougal. And you know, the frustration, I always have conversations with a lot of families. They always say, oh, we don't know where to go. I don't have money to study. I don't have this. Please go look at our previous shows. We spoke about funding. I mean, their hairdressing is again getting funding now. So, and the Northlink is being inundated with applications. So you know what? Don't go sleep on your laurels, like I would say. Please make an attempt to go and register. Get through to these colleges. Find out when you do registration, because you know what? It's that time of the year as well, Dougal. So you as prospective students wanting to study at Northlink, come on guys, jump on it now. The opportunity is there, the funding is there. Go and find out.
Yeah. And we all know everybody's all quite eager as well, because they're all anticipating and waiting for the results. But we trust you will do well, and just wish you the best. But it has certainly been a very, very exciting year. That is what we've had. Now, just to remind you as well that the applications for the new year, that is still open.
That's still open at the moment. So please, guys, go onto the website or even just contact the college. The applications are still open. So please make an effort to apply.
Yeah, but get it in in
Get it
as soon as
in.
possible in case you haven't. And as Rhoda said, of course, you apply, go through the process and sort of look at everything, and you
Exactly.
make up your mind. And mom and dad, get involved with this one
involved.
as well. It is really a fascinating, and really get involved so you also experience it
Yes.
to what your son or daughter might be experienced. Definitely do that. And like Rhoda said, go check out all the details on the website. But it's certainly been a very, very exciting year,
It
Rhoda.
has been an exciting year. I'm looking forward to 2024, Dougal. Exciting times, exciting year, especially at Northlink, because there's so much happening. And I'm just listening to everything and listening to our principal, Mr. Park, telling us exactly what the 2024 is laying here for us. I'm excited for the year.
Yeah. No,
Bring
it
it
is.
on.
It is going to be. It is going to be a good one as it comes as well. But yeah, it has been a highlight year. It's been absolutely brilliant. Sort of touching base on some of the highlights and all the amazing achievements that 2023 has certainly produced. And it has been a fascinating year. So we're definitely looking forward to it. The new year. But as we said earlier, this is of course our last broadcast for this calendar year. But as we all embark into the festive season, from everybody at the Link Show and also at Northlink College, we certainly wish you all the best and the most joyous time over the festive season for you and your families. And may the new year in 2024 just bring you lots and lots of prosperity. So is that it from us, Rhoda?
That's it from us, Dougal.
So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being part of the Link Show. Thank you very much to Mr. PK that was part of our program today. And thank you for watching. And remember to like and share. And we will see you very soon on another episode of the Link Show in the new year. But thank you so much. Until then, look after yourselves and everybody around you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Ooh,